Guys, what's up? This is just a little video about some of the proposed agenda of our politicians. Now, this is a larger video. It's on the Clockers channel, and it's called NWO New World Order Has Begun, Final Warning, Documentary, Pope Francis at United Nations. I got some interesting things in there, but really I wanted to show you this part.
But back to Gideon Rockman. He starts out with the question that so many of us have been asking, sometimes genuinely, sometimes rhetorically, particularly those of us who voted for President Obama and just don't understand why he is actually working harder at pushing the TPP than he ever did for the public option for Obamacare, which arguably would have turned Obamacare into, an insanely successfully dynamic program. Which is not to say Obamacare has not had its successes. But, why is this so important to him? There are two issues at play here, and they both have to do with China. Gideon Rockman, the headline is Obama's Pacific trade deal would not tame China. And he opens with this question, and only it's not rhetorical. He says, why is Barack Obama so desperate? And I think that that's a reasonably appropriate word. Why is Barack Obama so desperate to secure a Trans-Pacific Partnership trade deal? And then he says, well, the pitch, the long-winded answer, the pitch that everybody's giving is, 12 countries are going to get together and trade, and it'll be just wonderful for the world and everybody else. But he says the short, real answer is China. China is not part of TPP. We have a separate agreement with China. It's called a bilateral agreement, 2 countries. And basically what we have given China is what is referred to as permanent normal trade relations, which means that, they can make and sell stuff and ship it into the United States with no tariffs and no restrictions, which they do. It's why you walk into any store in America and probably 95% of what you see is made in China. Meanwhile, China, which has developed a very, very sophisticated form of state-run capitalism, or state and corporate capital. I'm not. There's not a well-accepted term for this yet, and there should be, because this is essentially what England was doing from the 1600s forward, up until the last 100 years. With the East India Company and everything. It's kind of a state-sponsored corporate thing. But there's these two issues. One is economic, and the other is military. And China is growing so fast in both these areas. I mean, they're literally taking reefs off the coast of China, pouring sand and dirt on them, turning them into military bases, which has the Japanese totally freaked out. And they're starting to claim, Japanese land and extend their territorial waters and all this kind of stuff. So there's that military thing. And then there's also the economic thing. And in fact, Shinzo Abe, the president of Japan, was originally opposed to involving his country in the TPP negotiations. But he finally said, yeah, okay, we'll do this. And why? Well, according to Gideon Rockman, strategic interests. We've got to stop China, says Abe, says the president of Japan.
There's not much more to say once you think about it. So guys, that's pretty much it when it comes down to it. When you look at how they will push for one thing but not push for another. They say you have to have it. It's non-negotiable. If you don't pass this, our country's gonna go to hell. There's a definite agenda, and so they ask why. What is the reason behind this agenda? Very concerning. Thanks. Appreciate it. I would love your comments. What do you think about this?